When we talk about great games, pacing isn't always the first thing that comes to mind. Yet, it's one of the most important factors that determines whether a player feels fully engaged or completely bored. Pacing is the rhythm of your game. It's how you guide the player through quiet moments, tense encounters, and climatic payoffs without ever letting them feel lost or exhausted. A good pacing begins with understanding contrast. Think about music. A constant blast of sound becomes noise, but a mix of silence and crisp tones creates drama. Games work the same way. If every second is filled with intensity, the player becomes numb. If every second is calm, they disengage. Striking the right balance between intensity and rest makes the experience memorable. But pacing isn't only about action, it's also about space. Give the player moments to explore their own speed, hidden secrets, environmental storytelling, or even just a quiet path through the world can serve as natural pauses between high energy sequences. These pauses reset the player's emotions and prepare them for what's coming next. Pacing also applies to narrative delivery. Dumping a wall of text on the player breaks immersion, while scattering story beats across gameplay keeps curiosity alive. You want players to always feel like there is just enough to keep them pushing forward. Reveal too little, and they feel confused. Reveal too much, and the mystery fades. One overlooked trick in pacing is the use of mechanics as rhythm. For example, consider how reload times in shooters or stamina bars in action games force players into a natural ebb and flow. These forced pauses aren't just limitations, they are tools that developers can use to sculpt tension and release. And don't forget about player choice. Branching paths or optional side quests let players control the pacing. Some will speed through the main story, others will linger in every corner. A well-designed game respects both playstyles by offering flexibility without sacrificing coherence. Ultimately, great pacing makes a game feel like a conversation between designer and player. You're saying, here's where you can breathe, here's where you need to focus, and here's where everything comes together. When done right, the player won't consciously notice your pacing decisions, but they'll feel them deeply. And here's the truth. Bad pacing can ruin even the most beautiful art, the most polished mechanics, or the most intriguing story. Good pacing, on the other hand, can elevate simple mechanics into unforgettable journeys. Master it, and your players won't just play your game, they'll live inside it.